With the beautiful Puget Sound just to our west, you get a look inside Lumen Field here in Seattle, Washington.
Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the... line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
They'll run here with Raheem Mostert.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Four receivers to keep tabs on here. 3 of them to the right side on 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's Tua. Dancing to his left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up 3rd down.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Tua sets up to pass it.
They set up the screen. Achane has it.
A nice little juke. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 23 yards on the play.
Got to give their offensive coordinator credit there. He got right into the head of the defensive coordinator, because right on the heels of the sack on 2nd down, he figured they were going to come at him hard again. And so he went ahead and hit a brilliant call. Screen pass works well enough. They're able to pick up a 1st down. That's one way to keep that defense at bay.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun.
Open man is Waddle, complete.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 31-yard line.
Couple of Alabama guys there. Tua to Waddle for the Miami first.
44. Ready.
Up the middle they go with Mostert.
He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 4.
Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he'll get it down this time to the 17.
All right, let's go.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown.
Raheem Mostert
from 17 yards out.
And the Dolphins get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. Now Smith and the Seahawks going to come up 1st and 10.
Right at the 30. Geno now to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Brown. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start.
And they'll run. It's Ken Walker.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
This is Fant on the short completion.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage. Got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
Play action. It's Smith. He'll buy some time right. Oh, he tries to give it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted.
And the Dolphins are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Now, he exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And, Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
And they'll be looking to make this a two-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Throw to the right, taken in by Barrios. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try and run here with Mostert.
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
That two is going to change things up. Here's Tagovailoa to throw.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
Well, there's times when you see these catches that are made, and we just know the guys playing it are really wishing for college rules. Only need that one foot down instead of two. It's awfully difficult on the sideline, isn't it?
2nd and 10. Looking to pass. Tua. Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted.
Rayshawn Jenkins picks it off.
Inside the 10.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
An excellent play there, CD, on the pick six. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick six.
Jason Myers now for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
But that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They'll start at the 40, so great starting field position following the interception. From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 6. Once again, it's Mostert. And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45. Not liking the look. They'll change the play. Out of the gun on 3rd down. Here's Tua. And going deep for Hill.
That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 55 yards. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you. Result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
2 minutes gone by, second quarter.
Hey, here we go, hey.
Back to throw, Smith. This is Fant on the short completion. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. To the right side, this is Walker. Powers ahead at the 45. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on second down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
No ball. Hey, trio left. Strike.
Smith now to throw. Throw out wide to Walker. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a second down and 9.
Hey, here we go, hey. Check 59, cover.
Now Gino. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert.
Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Now Tua signaling to change things up.
From the 38,
Tua. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert.
and they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
Now they'll audible to something else.
Short throw to Smith. And he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down.
How about this? They'll change it at the line. They'll try it now with Mostert.
And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now Tua. And he completes it to Berrios. And he's down into the red zone at the 16 after a gain of 16. 1st and 10.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Ready. G.
Motion man is Berrios.
Tua going to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Turbo 1, hard. Hey, that's it. Turbo 3, kick. Step. Out.
Here's Tua.
He'll get this into the hands of Mostert.
And the nimble footwork gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Back to throw again. Steps away to his left. Touchdown! Braxton Berrios in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Dolphins will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now 21-7.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
Alert! Here we go, here we go.
The final shot here before break. Smith. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the third quarter. And no return forthcoming. It'll be a touchback. And the third quarter will start from the 30. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game.
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle.
Jackson Smith and Jigba, 70 yards. And the Seahawks are back within a score.
That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Now Myers for the extra point. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
And Hill will opt for the touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
They'll stay on the ground with Mostert.
And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory.
66 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
3rd down and 6.
From midfield, here's Tua. Gets this one to Hill. And he'll be tackled after a gain of 4. Still 3 yards short. 4th down.
Oh, they're changing this at the line.
Tua on 4th down. This is caught inside the 15. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward.
Back to the running game with Mostert.
And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
2nd down. Here's Mostert again.
And that one blown up quickly. as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's third down.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
This red zone is where the Seahawk crowd really makes it tough for an offense to communicate. It's third down.
In motion, Hill. On third down, he'll drop to throw.
This one thrown underneath to Achane.
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
Gtowncapp, he is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way.
From back at the 4, here's second and goal. From the gun, it's Tua. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Jonnu Smith from 4 yards out.
And the Dolphins have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
We sit in quarter number 3 out in Seattle. A 2nd and 10 now.
Now Smith. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf. 70 yards.
And the Seahawks have cut it back within a score.
Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. That's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long,
Backyard.
man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
Myers connects on the PAT, and they're within 7 now at 28-21. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line.
First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive.
Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter, despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
And Mostert going to pick up a Dolphins first down as he's up to the 45. Tua sets up to pass it. Looking here for Smith downfield. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked by Julian Love. And the Seahawks are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. After the interception, here's Smith. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. They've got 2nd and 12 from the 36. Throwing now is Geno. Repeat of the last play, finding Walker. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First down, Seattle, 16 yards, the gain there.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Tuesday. Hey, alert.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Here's Smith. He completes this to Walker. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. Smith going to move him around.
53. Snowball.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, any caused incompletion is good for a defense. But when you add to it that you get a little hit on the quarterback, knock him to the ground, make him think a little bit, hopefully knock him off his game, especially in a game of this magnitude, this tight in the 4th quarter, got to feel pretty good as a defense.
They'll fake it. Now Smith. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That one goes for 36 yards.
Well, that was a pretty good time for his first catch of the ball game, and it turned into a huge play as well. He's certainly not been a central part of this passing game so far in this one, but he made his presence felt there. A big pickup on 3rd down.
Oh, fighting off the defender. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
2nd down and 3, ball on the 7. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And they'll run on third down with Charbonnet.
And he will take this one in for a Seattle touchdown.
Zach Charbonnet
taking it in from 4 yards out.
And the Seahawks are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth.
The extra point now coming from Myers. And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the fourth.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Now they'll change things up.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Got a man. It's Berrios complete. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That would have been a nice one to hit on in a tie game. You start to think that one big play, maybe the next big play, could turn out to be the game winner. They took the big shot, but it winds up incomplete.
It's got to have it time. 4th and 9. Hill going to go in motion right.
Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. That's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position.
Here's 1st down.
Trying the left side with Walker. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
No balls, no balls. Here we go, here we go. Line.
Smith here, an audible at the line. And going right back to Walker.
Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35.
It's been a struggle this entire game trying to move the ball on the ground. But every now and then you find a little chink in the armor, and that type of run right there lets them know that they can't stop every single run for almost no gain.
Snowball.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Hey, we go.
Here's Smith.
And Walker has it.
They'll get it inside the 20.
And did he get in? No, down at the 1-yard line.
Oh, what a time for a lapse defensively. That turns this game right on its ear. And now, forget about going fast. They might want to take the air out a little bit and force the defense to use some timeouts.
Here's first and goal.
Oh, the motion comes too late, and this is going to be a delay.
So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hits 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
And now a handoff to Charbonnet.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Second and goal from inside the 5.
And now they'll shift things around.
Jack's left.
Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Here now, second and goal.
Hey, Tona. Ready.
Walker is in. Touchdown, Seattle.
Did you see them hold up 4 fingers at the start of the 4th quarter?
They were ready.
They were definitely ready. They may or may not have done that, but they certainly have played that way. The 4th quarter has belonged to them, and now the lead belongs to them as well.
Extra point up and through by Myers, and they will take a 7-point lead. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. This is first and 10. Throwing Tua. Throw caught by Achane.
The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now Tua.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions, and that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now.
Now the Seahawks forced to use their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Here's 2nd down.
Let's go.
Tua.
Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Solo left side on. Solo left side. Ready. Hey, 21 TX. 20 TX.
Here's Tua.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime.
Yes, sir, that touchdown puts them in striking distance. And let me tell you something, forget being conservative here. Go for it. Go for 2.
Well, going for it on the road. Want to win it right now.
Well, win it right now. Have the momentum. Go ahead and get it done.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we may very well be headed to overtime.
So overtime on the horizon, barring a wild finish here as the kick's away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. Smith to throw.
And this is going to be intercepted.
And he will be taken down, and that means we are headed to overtime.
And we need overtime to decide this one after 4 quarters of play. We're all even. The extra session in a moment. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
So it's the Seahawks who are going to get the first crack at things. They'll possess it to start things off here in overtime. From the end zone, here comes Jalen Darden. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Hey, here we go, hey. Middle.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Flush to his right. And he'll just get rid of it. Keeping the aggression going on defense in overtime here, a first down blitz.
You know you can get burned on it big time if they pick it up. But in this situation, they brought the blitz, put some pressure on the QB, and he wasn't able to complete a pass downfield.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10.
Hey, go flip her out. Line.
Now Geno. He hits his target, Lockett. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. And you definitely could make the case we might not even be in overtime had he not thrown 3 interceptions in regulation. But looking better here so far in OT.
Yeah, and when you think about what a coach is thinking at that point, because normally you've thrown 3 picks during the game, you might craft your play calling to be a little more careful. Not in this case. The green light is still on for him.
It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
13 next. Look, Jack's left.
From the gun, here's Smith. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Here we go, hey.
Geno now to throw. Ball hit as he throws there, incomplete. Well done by the defense. They did their job here in overtime.
Boy, did they ever, because now it's 4th and really long. So if you do decide to go for it, people think you might be a little bit on the nut side, don't they? But guess what? If I did decide to go for it, I'd call something deep. I'd throw a deep pass and hope that the defense didn't remember to just knock it down. If they intercept it, it's almost like a great punt and helps out your defense with field position.
Look. Hey, trio left. Strike.
On 4th down, Smith. And he is caught. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A gigantic call there in overtime, but it pays off with a first down.
Well, let's begin by trying to get into the mind of the head coach. He's telling us he wants to win the game right now. That's why they went for it and got it on 4th down.
Check 59, cover. Check 58.
Smith. Throw out wide to Walker. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. And now Smith going to change the play.
Next.
Up the middle, here's Walker. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave him with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Coming up on a 3rd and 9. Opening drive of overtime as they look to convert.
49, flip her off, 49.
Now it's Smith. And that is incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Myers' kick is good, and they have regained the lead. So they do get the short field goal here to get them the all-important overtime lead. But, Charles, you wonder if they'll wind up ruining the fact that they were able to get down into the red zone, yet not able to find the touchdown that would have won them the game.
Brandon, you're absolutely right. In overtime, when you get the ball first, the hope is your opponents never see the football. But now they're going to get a drive to try and win it, or at least keep the game alive with a field goal. And I'm getting a dictionary out to look up ruin.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Well, it's pretty simple now. They need a field goal out of this drive to extend overtime or obviously, Charles, a touchdown to win it.
Yeah, and I'm taking the defense's perspective on this one, partner, because now they know with a 3-point lead, they can afford to give that up because you just keep playing, right? The overtime gets extended. But if you give up the touchdown, it's game over. So on offense, every play you make, you've got to try and get just a little bit more out of each one in order to try and get to the end zone because they're going to play everyone back, keep everything in front.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
That last pass puts him over 300 yards now in the game. More importantly, though, big first down here in OT.
And the team around him has a lot of confidence now after picking up that first down. Everyone seems a little more energized. But did I hear you before the game call in and say, this is my quarterback for your fantasy league? Because he just gave you a good stat, didn't he?
He did, and I appreciate it. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along.
On first down, they go with Mostert again.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
A run with Mostert up the middle. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line.
Hey, come on, two. Come on, two. Come on, two.
Now a give to Mostert running right.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
In need of only about the length of the football here on second down. Up the middle they go with Mostert.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4.
Now they'll change things around before the snap. Here's Tua. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Dolphins are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
They wanted to avoid the dreaded 4th down and having to get a conversion or it being the final play. They picked it up, though, on 3rd.
I love how you described that because we've been in those situations and seen it. If you get to 4th down, especially in overtime, things get a little shakier, don't they? The hands get shaky, right? The throw, if you're going to throw the ball, being able to run it, all of that coming down to one big play. Very nice of them and nice for them to pick it up on 3rd.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Now that sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. Tua sets up to pass it. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal?
21G. Solo left Zion. Come on, high.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Flushed out right.
A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
The kick by Sanders is good, and we are tied once again here in the overtime session. Both teams swapping field goals on their respective first drives of overtime, so now, you know the drill, it's on to old school sudden death.
Yeah, it sounds exciting, doesn't it? Can I be a little bit of Dennis Downer here, though? That drive, able to go that far, yet they had to kick the field goal to keep playing. You would have thought maybe, could they punch it in and go ahead and end it?
We get more free football.
Oh, yeah, good point.
Come on.
I'm back upbeat again. Forget the Downer stuff.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. I cannot imagine how these players and coaches feel, Charles, because my palms sweating up here in the booth now as we go to the 3rd drive of overtime. And as we know from here on out, any points win this football game.
I'll throw you a towel as well, partner. I've got one for myself, but let's face it, our nerves, our pressure, nothing compared to what's going on that field. Both of the field goal kickers active here early. Can one of them become the hero and end this thing?
Hold.
Out of the gun, Smith.
That is taken in by the tight end Fant.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Now, how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
Yeah, he's able to push his way forward somehow for a gain of about 2 yards. 2nd down now.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Tuesday. Hey, alert.
From the 50, it's Smith. Eluding the pressure right.
And out route, and he's got the connection to Walker.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Little OT scramble drill that time, Mr. Davis.
And, partner, I can tell you from personal experience, nothing drives a defense crazier than having things covered and the quarterback takes off and picks up a first down or big yardage. Because whether you're in zone or man, it's easy to lose track of him because you don't always have someone assigned to him. And once he goes, now everybody's scrambling to try and tackle him.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And this time not quite to the 30. He'll be down at the 31-yard line.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
So now this one will rest on the right foot of Jason Myers. And the defense is going to let him think about it a little as they use their second timeout here. And they will take a knee here. Overtime with 2 minutes to play. We are in sudden death, but still all tied up. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. This to win it in overtime. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime. Now 2nd and 11 from the 32.
Hey, here we go. Hey.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So on is their kicker, and it's down to this. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. And he got it. The kick is good. And they have won it here in double overtime.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to one possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. And in this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the
We are in the Pacific Northwest as we get set for football at Lumen Field here in the Soto district of Seattle.
Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and off we go from Seattle.
And this opening dynamic kickoff not going to be... It'll come out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. First carry here for Kenneth Walker III.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's 2nd down.
How about the job there on the outside? Shed the wide receiver and was able to make the tackle on the perimeter.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. To throw is Smith.
Quick slant to Brown.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Well, the first drive here and the first time that we've called a big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter, because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
Running left is Walker. Still going inside the 20.
And all the way in, touchdown Seattle.
Kenneth Walker,
53 yards.
and the Seahawks march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage.
Well, earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Jason Myers now for the extra point. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
And he returns this to the 22. And the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10
at their own 22.
Well, looks like they'll move things around here. They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down. Now 2 are going to change the play.
21G.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
They'll try and run here with Mostert.
And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down.
Hey, come up, dude. Come up. All right, fellas, listen up.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Throwing now is Tagovailoa.
They set up the screen. Achane has it.
Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty. 3 receivers head out right, 1 to the left on 2nd and 3. Tua going to throw. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense.
They'll come up now 3rd and 9.
And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
And they'll come out with a 4-receiver set. 3rd and 9.
From the gun, it's Tua.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. In motion, Hill. Tua on 4th down.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Here's 2nd and 10.
They'll swing this complete out to Hill. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
Well, that's one way and a good way to get things going offensively. One play in, and they're already on the move. The defense, they're hoping that's not a sign of things to come as this game unfolds.
They'll run right side with Mostert.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. That's caught inside the 20. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as a tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 14. Looking to pass. Tua. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
They hand it off to Mostert. And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. 3rd and 8. And Tua's going to change things up.
On third down, he'll drop to throw.
Getting this out to the flat, Mostert.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown.
Raheem Mostert
from 13 yards out.
And the Dolphins are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
Now Geno. This is Fant on the short completion.
And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Here we go, here we go. Here we go, sit up.
On third down, here's Walker.
And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. Here we go on 4th. Smith.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Geno now to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf. 55 yards. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement long touchdown.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5. And now an audible here into something else.
All right, fellas, listen up.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield.
7 yards there and a first down.
On the handoff, this is Mostert.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain, or do they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter, 14-7. Third and 4. Now Tua signaling to change things up. On third down, here comes Mostert.
And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
They'll try it now with Mostert.
And some room to work.
Down the right sideline. And he's going to be pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line.
Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
Here's Mostert.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown.
Raheem Mostert
with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Dolphins are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down in those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
And he's across midfield and into Miami territory.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
Hey, here we go. Sunday.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40.
Tuesday.
Throwing now is Geno. And Walker has it.
And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Here now 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line.
Middle.
Back to throw, Smith.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone.
End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle.
Jackson Smith and Jigba
in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Seahawks have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead is now 21-14.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Tua, a final shot before half. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this third quarter. And we will not see a return of the dynamic kickoff, and the first drive of the second half will commence from the 30-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Second down, here's Mostert again.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
83 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Now Tua going to change the play. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup.
Once again, it's Mostert.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Now Mostert, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hill.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
This is Mostert. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Second down and a little more than a yard here. Now Tua. He's going to drop this underneath to Mostert.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Mostert. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12.
2nd and 9.
Here's Tua. And it's caught. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Jonnu Smith, a 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Dolphins are an extra point away from drawing level.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and we are tied at 21. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand new ball game, all tied here in the third as they have their first possession of this second half.
And Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10.
13 next, 13 next. No ball, no ball.
Throwing is Smith.
To the right side and intercepted.
Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
Go ahead.
Here's Mostert, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Escaping the pressure right. And going deep for Hill.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
Nice job escaping the pocket. And, boy, he took the shot downfield towards the end zone, didn't he? Trying to go for 6. It just wasn't there against that coverage. They were ready to prevent the big play.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Tua sets up to pass it. That's over the middle and caught by the rookie. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. The 2 is going to change things up.
Go ahead. Hey, 21, TN.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. He's got Smith here. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Ball resting on the 10-yard line. It's 2nd and 1. Now they'll audible to something else. A run with Mostert up the middle.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Going to the air. Tagovailoa.
He's got his target. That's complete. And the Dolphins are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1. Mostert. trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1.
2nd and goal from the 1.
Again, it's Mostert.
And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown.
Raheem Mostert
taking it in from a yard out.
And the Dolphins have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here.
Well, I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a one-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10.
Ready. Hey, go flip her up, flip her up.
Back to throw here. This is Fant on the short completion. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3.
13X, 13X. Line. Look, Jack's left.
Now it's Smith. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
No more. Look. Hey, trio left. Strike.
Smith.
He's going to get this complete here to Lockett.
And all the way down to the 7-yard line.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They come up on a 1st and goal with this game still hanging in the balance.
Here we go, 1st and goal.
Check 59, Cobra. Check 58. 49, flip her off, 49. There we go,
Smith now to throw.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
Trying the left side with Walker.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here.
3rd down and goal coming up here.
Hold.
Smith's going to throw it.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now.
Run on. Tuesday. Hey, alert. We're going to sit up.
Smith to throw.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. He couldn't get the ball away on 4th and goal. And the Dolphins' defense is able to hold.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
All right, let's go.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here.
And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game.
Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half with the lead. Losing the game is one thing. Getting shut out in the second half, that's a surprise.
So that'll just about do.
Just about 8 miles inland from the warm waters of the Atlantic. We are inside Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. The veteran, Jason Sanders, ready to get us started. And off we go from South Florida. And no chance to return this. Through the end zone for a touchback. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll go play action. It's Smith. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Lockett headed in motion. The tight end Fant in motion.
53.
On 2nd down, it's Gina. This one is complete to DK Metcalf. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice 1st down pickup.
The tight end Fant in motion. That's caught. It's Kenneth Walker. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Now the Dolphins going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4.
Here we go.
They put the tight end Brown in motion. The first carry for the Spartan, Kenneth Walker. Walker, 1st down and more. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Seahawks' 9-yard line. A big play for Seattle, 35 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. It's 1st and goal now from just inside the 10-yard line. The tight end Fant in motion. Here's Walker to the 5-yard line. Now here's 2nd and goal.
Hey, 3 on left. No ball.
From the gun, it's Gina. That's hauled in at the 2.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times, and then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get 1 more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep of the end zone, and they got to find a way to put that ball across the goal line.
Trying to cash in on this opening drive. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll motion over Metcalf. They'll try and run with Charbonnet. And that big offensive line clearing space. He's in. Zach Charbonnet. Touchdown, Seattle. Exactly the way they scripted this one. A beautiful opening drive, Greg. Able to find the end zone on the game's 1st possession.
And, Mike, the word that comes to mind looking at that drive is execution, and that's exactly what they talked about all week long. They wanted to come out early in this game and establish an early rhythm, and that's exactly what they did with that touchdown drive.
Myers, good on the extra point. And the Seahawks will take a 7-0 lead. After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10.
Ready.
Now a run for the first time for the veteran Raheem Mostert. And he's going to struggle to get back to the line. Maybe a yard. Rayshawn Jenkins this time on the stop. Now it's Tua. That's complete. It's Jalen Waddle. Tua gives it to Mostert. He managed to get 2, maybe 3 on that carry. Julian Love brings him down. From the gun, here's Tua. He's got Berrios. It's complete. And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be first and goal. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. And he's into the end zone. Tua Tagovailoa. Touchdown, Miami.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down a score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score on the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come away with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback. Play action now. It's Geno. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
The whole idea of the play action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion. Quarterback's lucky on that one, Mike, that ball ended up just harmlessly falling to the ground. It was that initial pressure that got to him that forced the errant throw, and fortunately for this offense, that ball didn't end up going the other way.
Oh, can't afford another incompletion here. Quickly, it is 3rd and 10. They go play action with Smith. And that ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incompletion. He was seeking the veteran Tyler Lockett there. And it's going to bring up 4th down. And that's going to work out just fine. Good kick, well covered, touchdown at the 5. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
44, ready.
They'll start on the ground with Mostert. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. A shotgun snap for Tua. He'll drop this one down to Mostert. 14 on the pickup. Good for a Dolphins first down. On the ground, it's Mostert. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on first down.
Ready to stay. Turbo 1. Solo left Zion.
Tua gonna throw. Oh, in trouble. Down he goes.
All right, let's go.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long.
East right, snow. Turbo 1, hard. Ready, set.
Here's Tagovailoa. He's got his man. It's Hill. And he will have this at midfield. Forced out of bounds there.
G, 21G. Ready. Hey.
Tua now on first down. Right back to Hill. He's got it again. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
21G.
On second down, Mostert. And that should be enough. He works his way forward to pick up a first down.
Turbo 3, kick.
Once again, it's Mostert. And some good running there. He'll fall forward for about 7. Here's 2nd and 3 to go.
Hey, turbo 1. Let's go. Corner, long. Out.
Back to throw is Tua. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
1st and 10.
Hey, turbo 2. Solo left Zion. Hey, 21 T8.
Here's Tua. First down throw there is incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. Looking to keep a promising drive alive. It is 3rd and a yard. He'll try and run it here. It's Achane. And he'll have it. He'll have it at the 16-yard line. First down picked up as the running game comes through.
Hey, get set.
In motion, it's Waddle. They run on the jet sweep. And the Dolphins are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Here's Mostert. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards.
20 TX. East right, snow.
One more time with Mostert. A second effort, and he is in. Raheem Mostert. Touchdown, Dolphins. Now Sanders on for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Dolphins will move out to a 14-7 lead. After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Here's Gino. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
They've been a little up and down in this first half. I mean, they have less than 80 yards of total offense and halftime looms, so missed throws like that, those are missed opportunities. They've got to hit the plays when they have them. They want to have a chance to leave here with a win.
Throwing on 2nd down, Smith. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Let's make no mistake about it, Mike. I mean, this passing game, it just has not been very efficient here in the first half. I mean, they've produced more yards on the ground than through the air, and incompletions like that certainly aren't going to help.
2 incompletions to start the drive, and it leads to 3rd down and 10. From the shotgun, Smith. That'll be caught. It's Metcalf. A 1st down throw for Smith. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Lockett headed in motion. Second down, Smith.
Well, that's 2 straight plays now where this secondary has won their matchup, and right now the offense needs to find some plays that just call for easy completions. Get your wide receivers in space. Allow them to run after the catch, because right now these downfield passes, the defense is all over them.
From the gun on 3rd down, Smith. Over the middle, Smith and Jigba with the grab.
Hey, on turbo. 13
From the gun, here's the give to Walker. Trying to avoid tacklers there, but the ball is out. And the defense has it.
Something these running back coaches preach all the time, Mike, is you can't sacrifice the ball for additional yardage, and I think we had a case of that going here. I love the effort. I love the fight, but it can't come at the expense of the ball. Everything in football is about protecting the ball itself, and in this case, just a little bit too loose with it. They're able to pop it loose, and that's a big turnover.
On 1st down, here's Tagovailoa to throw. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
I think that's one of those cases where he just tried to put a little bit too much on it and fit it into that window, Mike, and sails it high. Give his guy a chance to bring that one down. Put that ball on his chest and help him secure that catch. At this level, when you're that open, that ball has to be completed.
To throw on second down, it's Tua. We'll find Mostert out of the backfield. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
If you want to play running back in today's modern NFL, Mike, you have to be able to be a viable weapon in the passing game. It's all about touches. It's not just about handoffs anymore. It's how many different ways can we get the ball in your hands.
Now a first down throw for Tua. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. But I think the Dolphins are going to be able to hold on. And indeed, they will keep possession. Here's a 2nd and 6.
Cover one, high. Cover one, high. 21G, 21G.
Again, it's Tua. Sending it deep for Waddle. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Jalen Waddle. Touchdown, Miami.
You hear coaches, you hear commentators, everybody talks about that middle four, Mike, the final 2 minutes of the second quarter and the first 2 minutes of the third quarter. Here they are now. They go down and they steal a late touchdown to end the half. Remember, they're going to get the ball first coming out of the break.
Just 8 seconds now until halftime, and the kick's away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. They'll motion over Metcalf.
Check 58.
On first down, here's Geno to throw. He's going to air one out for Metcalf. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play here in this first half. All right, Coach, second half, drawing near. Glad to have you back with us here on EA Sports. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. On the ground, it's Mostert to start this drive. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5.
Turbo 3, kick. Yeah. Hey.
Now Tua. He'll throw it left and has his running back. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
Cover 2. Check.
They'll try to run it here with Mostert. And he is going to have the Dolphins' first down. That'll be a pickup of about 5 as they convert on 3rd and inches.
Ready. Out.
They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down.
Cover 2. All right, fellas, listen up. 32 stinger. Out.
That's quickly out to Smith. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. They'll come up to 3rd and 3.
Let's go. Corner, long. Out.
From the gun, here's Tua. He gets that complete to Berrios. They get 12 yards on that pass. First down, Miami.
I can't tell you, Mike, how many of these offensive skill players around the league, they look at man coverage as like a personal offense. After that last completion on the way back to the hole, I think he had a few choice words for him. I think he said, hey, man, you can't guard me one-on-one. You better ask your coach for some help, because if he doesn't, you're going to be in for a long day.
And he moves down to the 25. That's good enough for a first down. They give it to Mostert. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. In motion, it's Waddle. They'll get creative here on the jet sweep. And he'll work forward for a yard, but that's all he needed. This is going to be a first down.
Solo left Zion.
To throw is Tua. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from Texas. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look.
Here we go. Indy. Flip it off, 49.
On 1st and 10, here's Smith. He's going to air one out for Metcalf. And that is incomplete. But a penalty flag is down. Let's see who they got. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Smith in Jigba, the man in motion. Here's Walker. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Once again, it's Walker. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Smith in Jigba, the man in motion. Shotgun run now with Walker. And he'll only manage to pick up 3 yards. And that leads to third down. They'll try and run it with Walker. He's going nowhere. That call, not the right one. It's going to bring up fourth down. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's fourth down.
Here we go.
Bobo is the motion man. Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. That's going to be caught. And he will have the first down. So they roll the dice on fourth down in the red zone. And it pays off with first and goal. He's got it at the 3.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
A second down throw for Smith. Hit as he threw it. The pass is incomplete.
They couldn't quite connect there on that short pass, Mike, and I just think it's worth reminding everyone how different the concepts are down here in the red zone than what the rest of the game plan calls for in the normal part of the field.
Two plays at their disposal, but they'd love to get it right here on third and goal. From the shotgun, it's Smith. And he will score! Game on! Tyler Lockett, touchdown Seahawks. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
Myers now to add the PAT. It's up and through. And the Seahawks draw closer here. It's 21-14. So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a one-score game as they kick it away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. They'll run straight ahead with Mostert. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be second down.
Get set. Out.
A run up the middle with Mostert. And he'll have the Dolphins first down as he gets this up to the 42.
I think this second down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a third down and short. But there's no need for third down. He was able to get enough on second, and they get a fresh set of downs.
A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's 2nd and 6. Tua gives it to Mostert. And they will finally haul him down at the Dolphins' 30-yard line. A pickup there of 25 yards. First down, Miami.
Hey, turbo one. Hey, 21 TX.
A shotgun snap for Tua. His throw on first down is going to be incomplete.
I love taking a shot downfield, especially after that previous play results in such a long run. I mean, the ability to create an explosive offense, both on the ground and through the air. That's what every single team strives for in the NFL, and I like the way this possession's working out.
On second down, here's Tagovailoa. He'll get this out to his running back. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the fourth quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
20 TX. Watch it, Oscar.
Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack. Third and long. Here's a handoff to Mostert. He'll carry this one inside the 20, into the red zone. Give him 8 on that carry. And now the defense is going to take their first time out. Remember, they get an extra one built in with the 2-minute warning coming up momentarily. And this one online, and it is good. And that could be big. They now take a 2-score advantage. So Sanders back out after making the field goal. He sends this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll come up for first and 10. Working out of the gun, Smith. That is intercepted. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the goal line. Nearly a pick six, but he does set up the offense with first and goal.
Mike, these are just throws you're not accustomed to seeing, especially from a quarterback that has played this much football. He's been around the NFL for a long time. He's got to make better decisions. Costly mistakes like that are going to kill his team.
Here's Achane. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Devon Achane. Touchdown, Dolphins. Sanders here for the extra point. He's got it. And the Dolphins will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Smith now to throw on first down. He's going to air one out for Metcalf.
He's just unable to secure the catch through the contact, and really nice job timing that hit up by the defense. And at this point, all you can do is get up, get back in the huddle, and hope your quarterback gives you another shot.
Smith in Jigba, the man in motion. Play action now. It's Gino. He's going to look downfield once again. And this will be incomplete. So after back-to-back incompletions, it is now 3rd and 10. Lockett headed in motion. Off the play fake. Smith. He's going to try it here again. That's caught! And he's going to take this one all the way. 70 yards. Touchdown, Seattle. Now the point after try from Myers. Now whistles. Play clock at 0, and that'll cost them 5. So a slightly more difficult attempt here from the 20. Backed up because of the penalty, but no matter. The extra point is good. This one not quite over, but down a couple of scores. We're going to get an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
Well, that recovery certainly makes things a little more interesting, but you're still down 2 possessions, so you've got to work fast, score quickly, and then line back up and recover another one.
This is 1st and 10.
Tuesday. Hey, along.
They'll drop to throw. There's the big tight end, Vance. And he's out of bounds, but not until he gets inside the 25-yard line. Now the Dolphins going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down.
Hey, here we go. Sunday. 53.
From the gun, it's Gino. And for a third time today, he's intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
Frankly, Mike, a disaster. And I don't know how else to classify it. I mean, that's now 5 turnovers, 3 coming through the air. You're just not going to win games at this level playing and giving the ball away.
Hey, turbo one. Ready, set.
They'll start on the ground with Mostert. And the defense all over this one. They knock him down. It'll go down as a loss of 2.
Turbo 2. Eight, long. What?
Here's Tagovailoa. A throw there on 2nd down. Going to be incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
Timeout Seahawks. That is their second. Get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to go in this one. So on 4th down, it's Jake Bailey to punt for the Dolphins. Back deep is Jalen Darden. This fielded inside the 35. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. Here's 1st down.
Hey, here we go, hey.
From the shotgun, Smith. He's going to air one out for Metcalf. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. They'll motion over Metcalf.
13 next.
Now a 2nd down throw for Smith. Again, working deep downfield. That ball incomplete. Got the hands in there to break it up. Could have been a big gainer. Instead, it sets up a 3rd down.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it. Continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
Jackson, Smith, and Jigba, the intended receiver. And that's going to lead to a 4th down.
They're lucky to have avoided this mistake here, Mike. In the 4th quarter, with possessions running out, that would have been a critical back-breaking play in this game. And they're going to have second life now after that defender drops the ball. And let's see if they can take advantage of it.
Tino going to throw for it. And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on downs.
So this offense, they think this is a prime opportunity to go for it through the air on 4th down. But this defense was having none of it. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball, no easy completions, and this defense forces a huge stop on 4th down.
All right, fellas, listen up. Solo left Zion. Turbo 1, high.
On 1st down, here's Tagovailoa to throw. He's going to take a shot down the field. And the Seahawks will take over here just shy of the 30.
I got to be honest, Mike, I'm a little surprised in the fact that they're even deciding to throw the ball given the situation. I mean, it's unlikely that that decision will cost them the game, but stranger things have happened on a football field.
Here's 1st and 10. They'll motion over Metcalf.
Here's the clip.
On first down is Smith. Taking the deep shot for Smith and Jigba.
Mike, when you're completing less than 35% of your passes, you're just not going to win a lot of games in the NFL. He's just too erratic throughout the course of the game. Sometimes it's exactly how they practice. And at other times, it looks like they've never practiced at all.
He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings them down for a loss.
He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short. And now it's fourth down. So a win here for the Dolphins. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will.